Fantasy.top is live in version 3 and it's completely redesigned, it's live and it's on Base, as you can see here. So they switched from Blast, which is basically a dead chain by now, to Base. So this is great news for everyone that kept playing this like I did, or for the people that played it on the Monad testnet. I've shown you this in the videos. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know about the new fantasy version, which is live on Base. Why this is also a great sign for a potential token and for everyone that might get it, and how to do the actual bridge part. So let's dive right in. GM and welcome to a new video. As I just said, Fantasy version 3 is officially live on Base and the migration is complete. Players can now enter a faster, smoother and fully upgraded game experience, as they say themselves. As part of this launch, the redesigned free-to-play game is now live, which is nice because we didn't have the free-to-play version on the Blast mainnet for a long time, but now it's back on Base, so you can play for free. You don't need to buy the card packs. Of course, there are way greater rewards for the paid version, but here we go, you can play for free. It's been purposefully built to welcome new users, simplify onboarding and introduce more people to the core gameplay. Learn more about the direction below. So let's go a little bit through this thread, then we're gonna bridge together because I waited to do the bridging part to do this together with you in this video. If you still played this, let me know in the comments how you find this move that they actually went with Base. I think this is a great choice out of all the other L2s on Ethereum. A bridge to Solana would have been a bit more complicated probably, so I understand why they did this. Solana would be the only real choice, I think, out of all the chains that I can think of that it would make sense. Maybe Abstract would have made sense as well. But here we go, we are on Base. And they got the Coinbase backing, so let's dive in. We moved to a chain build for what matters most, having fun online with our friends, scaling a global audience and unlocking the full potential of the creator economy on chain. And then they say why they went with Base. Let's check this one out. This is the free-to-play version, Fantasy free-to-play built for everyone. We redesigned the free-to-play experience from the ground up with a focus on simplicity, fun, and a clear path to learning how to play. The new format is lightweight, intuitive, and easy for anyone to pick up. It teaches the core mechanics of fantasy in a way that feels natural and rewarding, making it easier than ever to get started. Now live on desktop and mobile, the free-to-play serves as the entry point to the premier fantasy and trading card experience on X, built to scale tens of millions of users. Watch out, as you might find the free-to-play embedded in your favorite wallet very, very soon. So since this is Base, this will probably be integrated into the Coinbase wallet, which is a clever move because this way they will onboard a lot of people, which is also very nice. They could have done the same with Abstract, going with the Abstract portal, but here we go. They went with Base, so it will be the Coinbase wallet. Play experience in the new training camp. These fast-paced mini-games can be found inside of the new free-to-play, designed to test your knowledge of fantasy heroes, answer quick questions, sharpen your understanding of crypto Twitter, and level up your gameplay. It's funny that it's still crypto Twitter and not crypto X, but here we go. Win 3 in a row to earn your first reward. Fun, focused, and built to make you better. Learn, strategize, and dominate. Advancing in fantasy starts with strategy. Build your collection of unique cards. So this is the old school thing. Enter tournaments across a variety of leagues. This is how we know fantasy so far. As your skills grow, bring your lineup into the core tournaments. Over 150,000 in weekly prizes are waiting for those who are ready to compete at the highest level. So the normal leagues are still in there. What's new in Fantasy version 3? B3 brings major upgrades across the board, fully optimized front end. We can see this here, simplified and responsive UI UX, drastically improved mobile performance, and fastest and most powerful backend yet. Let's see if this is really the case. They now also have the Fantasy Academy, new content hub built to educate, tutorials, strategy breakdowns from the top players, creator-led content covering tournaments, tactics, Clout, and more. I've covered Clout in this video here, for example. If you sign up to this, then you get rewarded for talking on X, basically the same as Kaito, or the cookie snaps, short form videos and recaps to keep you sharp in the loop. So they also launched this academy. And what's next? Continued development of the free-to-play and trading card experience, more sponsored competitions and exclusive partnerships. So that makes sense. There will be Coinbase sponsored tournaments, I'm very sure, because my bet is this will be integrated in the Coinbase wallet. It just makes sense. The return of tactics reinforced for version 3 and prepared to globally scale. Let's see, because the tactics weren't that well received lately. A stronger, deeper integration of Clout Pro into the fantasy core, building on the momentum from Nillion and Monster.fun partnerships. Okay, this is the complete thread. And now let's go. As always, all the links are down in the description. If you go to fantasy.top and if you log in, then you will directly get redirected to the bridge. You can see this here, bridge to base. You can see the ETH balance. I don't have much on there. Wrapped ETH a bit, and 25 cards. Here we got a quick summary and the balances. You can see this. I basically took everything off this wallet like I did with everything on Blast. And I know that a lot of people did this. And those are the balances on Base, of course, because they create a new wallet for you. And I didn't do anything with this wallet except on Blast so far. This wallet now will get everything bridged to Base. Let's hope that this works. Let's click bridge to Base. We can see the bridge history. And completed. Bridge ETH to Base. I think the wrapped ETH was already completed. Now the ETH was also completed. 25 cards. Bridge to Base. That's it. Okay, that was super smooth and super fast. I didn't expect it to be this fast. Well done. Definitely. Let's click go to home. And here we are. Okay, that was super, super smooth. I can't say it any other way. You can see here my portfolio and balance. I sold most of it and I was never one of the top players. So I only was in the bronze leagues most of the time. But I played most of the weeks. You can see this here. And I was wondering if the ongoing tournaments would continue. And as you can see, they actually do. So this is very impressive. Let's click on Marketplace if we see anything new here. No, that looks basically the same. We have the shop. As always, we could spin. But let's go down. We can claim the daily spin. Which I wasn't really active with as well. As you can see, I did it at least the last 2 days. Weekly quest, I can claim another 15,000 fantasy top points, which might qualify me for the airdrop. And let's click on competitions. And to be honest, I don't see the free to play. Here we go. If we go here, then we see the menu. We are in core right now, which is basically the old school fantasy top layout. Then we click on free and then we can get our free deck now. Let's choose our heroes. There's some explanations. I've shown you this in the Monad series. I'm gonna link it up here. I explain everything of this in detail, but the tutorials are very thorough. So you basically just need to do what they say here. Those are the heroes. Those are basically influencers on X. They have a star system determined by the number of stars they have. Stars are updated every week. And there's also a rarity system. Every hero card exists in 4 rarities: common, rare, epic, and legendary. The rarer the card, the higher the boost on their influence score. And you can't play in all leagues of those. So set up your first team, pick your favorite heroes and add them to your inventory. So pick an 8-star hero. I'm gonna go with Ansem in that case for sure. Pick a 7-star hero. I like, that's a tough one. I think I'm gonna go with Thread Guy. Though Adam is super active right now as well. But as I said, I'm not the ultimate fantasy pro. Let me know which cards you would have picked here in that case. Let's go with Wei. Then we're gonna go with Honey. There's probably some of you watching and saying, why didn't he go with X or Y? Let's go with Alex. You could also check the stats for all of them from the previous tournaments. This would be way cleverer than the way I'm just doing this, because I don't know all of those different accounts here. So I'm definitely gonna go with stats. So he wasn't posting active. This can be the only reason why they have only 1 star. I don't know the other ones, to be honest. Now let's start playing, and we can spin the wheel. We can get some cards, as it seems. We get 2 random cards. Check your rewards. Nice. We got to 2 stars. Let's burn a card. Let's go with... No, let's not do it right now, because I don't have as many cards. Burn 5 identical cards. We don't have this right now. What we can do is go to competitions, continue. The greater the league, the greater the rewards. And let's start with the bronze league, because we only got common cards for now. That's not really working. Nice. Let me try to refresh. Now it works. Launch bronze tournament, so you can't join the silver until you have enough experience points. Let's launch this. Pick 5 heroes to create a deck. Okay. And you gotta respect the requirements. So we only got 18 stars that we can spend. We're gonna go with stats. Let's go with a thread guy, Alex. The problem is we're almost there. Like this, and a 3 star. We don't have any 3 stars. Kick them off. 2 and... Okay, let's do it like this and hope it works. Now, launch the tournament, and here we go. Continue. And now it takes 24 hours. Let's see how this turns out. I should have, or usually I would check if those accounts are active. Some of them announce if they're not active because they're active heroes on fantasy, but that's how it goes. Earn more experience points to unlock more stars. What's this one here? Okay, let's go back to the rewards. We don't have any more. And apart from that, we join the competition so we can claim another card. I think that's it. You could level up and also burn a card, and you can complete some of the lessons to get a streak and also earn some rewards. But that's basically the free mode that we have now. Was just experiencing this with you together at the same time. And this is Clout. I told you, just sign up and get rewarded for posting on X. If you make good and engaging content, you get more Clout. For example, here Ansem, that I just chose as my best hero, is on number 1 and it has already 658 Clout this season. So, and the next distribution is in 46 hours while recording this. It's a bit strange that there's not any Clout showing, because I should have a couple already. And try to refresh this one, see if it shows. If not, it might be a little bit buggy still. Yeah, this is the new fantasy top, to be honest. I kind of like it, how they redid this. I think base is a great choice. Of course, you know that I have a lot of videos on Abstract, on the green chain, but I think it's a good choice to go with base, because Blast was completely dead, and just going with Monad, you don't know when the mainnet goes live, how it goes there. They are still live on the testnet, but I think base is a great choice. I like the redone design and that they have this free mode now. And now here we go. I got 64.9 Clout, which is looking nice in the top 10K. I'm gonna put an invite down in the description as well. And yeah, that's already it. I got a video coming up on the Pudgy Penguins. And apart from that, that's already it for this video. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.